game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on another team from the ACC, the Tennessee Volunteers. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Volunteers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Bringing it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Snags it quickly on the left. Breaks into the open. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And the Mountaineers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Brown wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Got it in the middle. It's Porter. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Mountaineers in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Bringing the heat. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. Those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll run the option. He breaks a tackle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, interesting play call on 3rd and long. I think we're thinking pass, and which matchup do they try to exploit? And they try to sneak a run in there, and the play's fine. I mean, they run the option very unsuccessfully, small gain, and now we got 4th down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mountaineers will line it up on 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's White.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Mountaineers can really attack on this second and short. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Brought down at the 33-yard line as his defense gets a third down stop. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Looking to throw on first down. Caught close to the marker. It's Lewis. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Volunteers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and then you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll go to the ground. Open space at the 25. Getting up close to midfield, gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the quarterback who makes a sure tackle. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
The Mountaineers come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. To the ground to try to move the chains. There he goes. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Brown wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ward. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man quickly. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Jefferson. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Handoff from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. They'll try to run for it. The Vols will move the sticks.
I think to be a good third down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these third and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have the talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Grabbed behind the line, it's Lewis. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it's caught inside the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. There's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, what a great break on the ball. Way to knock it down. But, man, this situation, they're almost in field goal range. Had a chance to maybe take some points off of the board. That's a big play that we might circle back to later.
It's good. And, guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UAB is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 14 to Sam Houston. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Phyllis?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Brown will throw it. Quarterback extends the play. Going right and going deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. after the incompletion. They go back up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. He's able to get it out to the 25, but needed a little bit more to move the chains. It'll be fourth down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Mountaineers will punt it away on fourth down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Mountaineers will line up to punt it away. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Leaves it with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on second down. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience and one this freshman got away with.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. Snap, it's flight. Under fire. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense drags him down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Caught in the backfield is White. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's a nice effort by the running back, but in that 3rd and long situation, it's just too much work for that running back to convert that 3rd down. Really, nice job. Got to give the defense credit. They surrounded him, got him to the ground.
And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the returner will be brought down. He wants to change this route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, quarterback trying to get aggressive, trying to take a shot deep down the field, but just not on the same page with his wide receiver as the pass falls incomplete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Wide open spaces. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. The Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Give to the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. The Vols have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
And the Vols are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's looking downfield to throw. And that one's way too far for everybody.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Right down the boulevard. The lead now 6 here in the second. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. UAB is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Roddy White should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Sam Houston. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for room. It's White. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The Mountaineers want to move quickly. Keep it on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Power football with the run. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. Rushes on him. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
And you could tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback running on the draw. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You've got to really make the defense think it's pass. Keep your eyes focused downfield until the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this 2nd half, lined up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And the Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna sling it on second down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the wideout. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 40. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it. Well,
and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback. Knock him down back at the 16.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Mountaineers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Now on the option. They'll give it to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Hilton. Caught over the middle, it's White. He stopped right at the 22, and that'll bring us to 4th down.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
This is probably one of those plays where you wish you had a do-over button so you could just punt that thing away. So here is the Tennessee offense. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
The official says no good. Guys, still a 6-point game, but a missed opportunity.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll send the tight end in motion. Creates a little space. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the play fake. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
Back to pass, it's Hilton. Zings it complete to the right. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll run for it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. You're curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. It's on target and complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. If they don't pick up this third down, let's see if they trust their field goal kicker after the miss on the last drive. Looking to throw for it. Throws to the wideout. Touchdown ball! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UAB is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 23 to Sam Houston. Just another week of football in the Sun Belt, guys, where we've come to expect the unexpected.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it past the marker. Lots of running room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
The Mountaineers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Offense lining up quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw, it's Hilton. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
One final play before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Gonna take a shot. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Quarterback making checks. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. From the gun, the running back has it. Runs for the tackle. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fired in there, but incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Snags it inside the 20. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gives it on the option. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Quick strike through the air for the score. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
Salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Goes to the option. Leaves it with the running back. He's got the two-point conversion, and now they cut that lead to 12. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First snap of the drive from the 25. Direct snap. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Well, the offense has the lead, and we call this 4-minute offense. This is a situation that teams around the country practice, having the lead late in the game and needing to ice it by running the football and throwing high-percentage passes.
Quarterback on the keeper. Shakes off the defender. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Looking deep. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Volunteers will send out the punt unit. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Starts from the 29-yard line. Brown will throw it. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They'll send the back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
On 3rd down, going up top. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
To the air, it's Wilkins. Looking for the end zone. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go-homes. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. But if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
So now it's 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity.
It doesn't get any better from your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll move the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Matthews. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. To the air, it's Wilkins. Oh, they're after him. He's taking the deep shot. Snatches it on the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown, and you've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Wisconsin has just had no answers today, and I'm not sure you can put J.J. Watt back out there inside Camp Randall and expect a different outcome. They're trailing by 23 to Virginia Tech. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it. Back to you guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Tennessee ready to go to work, the Big Orange offense on the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it at the 10. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.